Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you've all found some time this week to get outside and work in your gardens. So in today's video, I'm sort of piggybacking off of last week's pest control video. I'm taking it a step further. I'll be talking about the use of plants as pest control, also known as companion planting. So let's get into it. So I'll be working in my fruit and vegetable garden area today, going over as well as planting some companion plants for my broccoli, tomatoes, watermelon, zucchini, and cantaloupe plants. So really quick, the simple definition of companion planting is the practice of planting different plant species in close proximity so they can offer identifiable benefits to one another. Sometimes the benefits are one-sided, and in other cases, they're mutual. Looking at my tomato plants first, did you know tomatoes and basil not only taste great together, but they also make great companions in the garden? Basil repels pests like aphids and whiteflies, and when grown together, it's said that basil can help tomatoes with healthier growth, allowing the plants to grow bigger and stronger with higher tomato yields. It's also said that basil helps improve the overall flavor of tomatoes when grown together in close proximity. On the flip side, when basil is planted under the canopy of tomato plants, it's protected from hot afternoon sun and can grow more easily. The fuller growth habit of the basil plant also helps retain soil moisture, which benefits both plants. So as far as planting, I broke apart my basil plant into two pieces since there were so many individual plants in this one container. I then planted each half directly in the containers with my San Marzano tomatoes. I top dressed both containers with some Miracle-Gro potting mix, and then I watered everything in thoroughly. Looking at my broccoli plants next, I picked up some chives. Broccoli and chives make great neighbors since the chives deter cabbage worms, armyworms, and flea beetles, protecting the broccoli from pests. Chives also work well when planted with cabbage and other brassicas. They're a low-maintenance perennial, and if you let them go to flower, their blooms help attract beneficial pollinators to your fruit and vegetable garden. I went ahead and planted my chive plant in this glazed gray terracotta pot. I also used Miracle-Gro potting mix. I watered it in thoroughly and then tucked it in near the base of my broccoli plants. Moving on to my watermelon plant next, I got my hands on this nasturtium plant. Watermelons and nasturtiums are excellent companion plants. Nasturtiums act as a natural pest repellent, keeping aphids and cucumber beetles away. It also helps that they have beautiful foliage and vibrant blooms once established. Nasturtiums are often referred to as a trap crop. Trap crops are plants that pests like to eat. The thought is nuisance bugs will choose the nasturtium plant instead of my watermelon. Nasturtiums also make great companions when planted with beans, tomatoes, fruiting trees, and brassicas. They also attract pollinators and beneficial insects like hoverflies, which feed on aphids. So I planted my nasturtium plant directly in the ground near my watermelon vine. I amended the planting hole with some plant tone fertilizer, and then I watered it in. Looking at my zucchini plant next, I picked up some marigold flowers as companion plants, and although these marigolds won't help with the powdery mildew on my zucchini, they'll help repel nuisance nematodes and other soil-borne pests. Marigolds have a strong scent that pests don't like, which will help deter them from causing further harm to my zucchini plant. Marigolds are also a really low-maintenance plant, and they'll add a bright pop of color to my fruit and vegetable garden. Their blooms also attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. I went ahead and tucked all the marigold plants in around the base of my zucchini plant. I also amended all the planting holes with some plant tone fertilizer, and then once everything was all planted in, I watered all my new marigold flowers in thoroughly. Looking at my cantaloupe plant next, I picked up this packet of sunflower seeds as its companion. Once established, the sunflowers will help provide shade from the harsh afternoon sun. The shade will also help regulate soil temperature and moisture levels for my cantaloupe vine. Sunflowers also attract ladybugs. They're known to lay their eggs on the underside of sunflower leaves. Ladybugs also enjoy the nectar and pollen from the sunflower, and they love to feed on nuisance pests like mealybugs and aphids, providing further protection for my fruit and vegetable garden. I sowed my sunflower seeds directly in the ground following the instructions on the seed packet. I worked the soil well with my hand shovel to aerate it. I then amended the planting area with some garden soil before planting the sunflower seeds about half an inch deep every 5 inches. Lastly, I watered my seeds in thoroughly. So I'm really excited that I added all these companion plants into my fruit and vegetable garden today. They should really help with managing the nuisance pests this summer. And I hope I've inspired you to add some companion plants into your own garden. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can follow along in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.